The Kansas City Chiefs are once again dominating the headlines, and it's not just because of their Super Bowl legacy. With the NFL offseason heating up, the Chiefs front office is wasting no time in laying the groundwork for another run at greatness. After a tough defeat in Super Bowl 59, Kansas City is already reshaping its roster with bold moves and aggressive plans. Ladies and gentlemen, it's night 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft, and the Kansas City Chiefs are officially on the clock. The Chicago Bears just selected Shamar Turner with the 62nd overall pick, and now all eyes turn to Kansas City. The Chiefs have a wealth of intriguing options here in the late second round. Running back Jazian Patterson from Iowa is still on the board. Wide receiver Jalen Noel out of Iowa State remains available too. And let's not forget, there's a highly touted defensive tackle still out there from Toledo. Kansas City has the luxury of choosing from some serious talent at pick 63. If we go by team needs, defensive tackle stands out, and there's a major name still available. That said, after a highly successful first round, you don't want to see Brett Veach and company reach too far here. Still, the Chiefs have put themselves in a fantastic position to add another impact player. And here we go. The pick is already in. Let's find out together who the Chiefs are adding to their championship caliber roster. Dante Hall, the X Factor himself, is announcing the pick, and it's Omar Norman Lott, defensive tackle. Well, let's go. This is a phenomenal pick for Kansas City. Omar Norman Lott is an absolute monster, one of the best defensive tackles in this draft class, and pairing him up with Chris Jones is just unfair. This pick is a home run. In fact, during the pre-draft process, Norman Lott was projected to go as high as the late first round in some mock drafts. He's got a relentless motor, flashes as a pass rusher, and holds up well against the run. Exactly the kind of player you want anchoring your defensive line alongside a superstar like Jones. With Josh Simmons at left tackle already secured in round 1, and now Omar Norman Lott solidifying the defensive front in round 2, the Chiefs have absolutely crushed the first 2 nights of this draft. But stay tuned. The action isn't over yet. Kansas City holds an early third-round pick thanks to their trade with the Titans. Fast forward, third round action underway. The Giants just selected Darius Alexander with the 65th pick, and once again, the Chiefs are on the clock. And guess what? The pick is already in. Several edge rushers are still available, including a standout from Arkansas. If Kansas City grabs an edge or a running back here, this could be a dream day too. And here it is. The Chiefs select Ashton Gillot, edge Louisville. Standing 6'4", 264 pounds. Gillot brings serious birth and energy off the edge. Kansas City is clearly making a statement with this draft. They are all in on fortifying the defense. 2 defensive front 7 players in rapid succession. Omar Norman Lott, DT, Ashton Gillot, Ed G. This is the Chiefs reloading the trenches with young, aggressive, athletic talent. Exactly the formula you want for long-term championship windows. Sure, there were still running backs available. That Iowa kid is somehow still slipping down the board, but this was the smart. Build from the line out, dominate the trenches, and give Patrick Mahomes an even stronger defense to complement his historic offense. In short, the Chiefs absolutely nailed day 2. Found huge value without needing to trade up or back. Drafted immediate contributors on the defensive line. Stayed aggressive without being reckless. I'm pumped about these picks, but I want to hear from you. What do you think about Omar Norman Lott and Ashton Gillot joining the kingdom? Should the Chiefs still be targeting a running back in the later rounds? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay locked in for more coverage as Kansas City continues building toward another Super Bowl run. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it's been so far. The Kansas City Chiefs have absolutely made some noise during day 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft. Let's break it down. Omar Norman Lott at defensive tackle, a player who I truly believe can start from day 1. Ashton Gillot at edge rusher, a talented piece who should immediately become a valuable part of the rotation. I am super excited about how this draft is unfolding. Yes, the Chiefs still need to address the running back position, but let's be honest. If the draft ended right now, it would already be considered a massive success. A left tackle, the defensive tackle, and an edge rusher. All major needs filled with strong, high upside players. I definitely want to hear your thoughts down in the comments, so make sure you let me know what you think about these picks. Now, to be real, that second announcement came way quicker than expected, and it caught me by surprise. But hey, when you're stacking talent like this, you move fast. The 3 players the Chiefs have landed so far, I think they've absolutely crushed it. And here's the best part. 2 out of the 3, Josh Simmons and Omar Norman-Lott, look like they can step onto the field and contribute immediately, which is exactly what Kansas City needed coming into this draft. I'm especially higher on Norman-Lott than I am on Gillot, simply because there's more room for a defensive tackle to emerge as a star next to Chris Jones. It's going to command so much attention that Norman-Lott could find himself thriving in one-on-one matchups and making a huge impact early. I'm really curious to see how these guys fit into Steve Spagnuolo's defense. This could be a big year for player development and defensive dominance. Before we wrap up, I've got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this channel, Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. With over 1,500 slot machines, 35 table games, 4 amazing restaurants, and a brand new ESPN Bet Sportsbook, there's something for everyone. Make sure to follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and X for more chances to win. Rhymer, you must be 21 plus to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Big thanks to Hollywood Casino for supporting the channel all off-season long. Now, looking ahead, the Chiefs still have another 3rd-round pick, plus a 4th-rounder and a 5th-rounder, coming from trading down with the Eagles. They also have 3 7th-round picks, so I fully expect Brett Veach to continue wheeling and dealing. I'll be honest with you, if the Chiefs can somehow, someway land Devin Neal, it's over for me. I will legitimately cry tears of joy. He would be an absolutely perfect fit for this offense. Let's hope they can grab running back either later tonight or early tomorrow in rounds 4 or 5. That's all I've got for now. Thank you so much for watching my live reactions to the 2nd and 3rd rounds. Be sure to drop your thoughts and reactions in the comment section below. I truly want to hear from you. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and as always, go Chiefs. Over the past few days, 3 major storylines have electrified Chiefs Kingdom. 1 confirmed blockbuster trade and 2 high-stakes rumors, including a headline-grabbing name from the upcoming NFL Draft. Let's dive into all the action and break down what it means for the future of the franchise. First, my friends, a quick favor. If you're enjoying the content we're delivering, smash that like button. It's the best way to support the channel, and we appreciate every one of you. Now, let's jump in. Breaking news, a game-changing trade. The first confirmed move is a significant trade with the Chicago Bears. The Chiefs have acquired dynamic wide receiver Darnell Mooney in exchange for a 2025 4th-round pick. This move sent shockwaves through Chiefs Kingdom, not just because of Mooney's upside, but because it immediately addresses a glaring void on the depth chart following Marquez Valdes-Scantling's departure. Mooney is an explosive, versatile playmaker known for his blazing speed and elite route running ability, a perfect fit for Andy Reid's high-octane offense. Despite some production dips in Chicago due to quarterback inconsistencies and offensive struggles, Mooney consistently showcased his deep threat prowess. Now, with Patrick Mahomes slinging the football, expectations are sky high for Mooney to resurrect his career and become a key weapon alongside Rashee Rice. The Chiefs have built a legacy on transforming overlooked receivers into impact players, and Darnell Mooney might just be their next success story. With Travis Kelce entering the twilight of his career, injecting young, dynamic talent into the offense is more crucial than ever. This trade isn't just patchwork, it's a strategic move to keep Mahomes armed and dangerous. Draft day ambitions, a bold trade-up in sight? Now, let's talk about a red-hot rumor setting the draft world on fire. Multiple reports indicate that Kansas City is actively working to trade up in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft, and they have their sights set on Oregon State's Fuaga, one of the premier offensive tackles in the class. Currently holding the 31st overall pick, the Chiefs are rumored to be in talks with teams like the Rams and Dolphins position in the mid-20s. Fuaga is seen as a plug-and-play right tackle with dominant run-gloving skills and reliable pass protection, exactly what Kansas City needs to safeguard their MVP quarterback. While Mahomes' elite mobility has masked some issues up front, the front office knows long-term stability in the trenches is non-negotiable. A trade-up for Fuaga would echo their 2021 draft move for Nick Bolton, a decision that turned into one of their biggest steals. If they pull off this deal, it could be a franchise-altering move that cements Mahomes' protection for years to come. The ultimate power play, Malik Neighbors in the crosshairs. And now for the most electrifying rumor of the week, the Chiefs are reportedly exploring an aggressive trade into the top 10 to land LSU superstar Malik Neighbors. Arguably the most electrifying wide receiver prospect since Jamar Chase. Insiders suggest Kansas City is inquiring about what it would cost to move up, and if they pull it off, it would be one of the boldest moves in franchise history. Neighbors is a game changer. Explosive off the line, silky smooth in his routes, elite hands, and terrifying after the catch. He dominated the college landscape and is widely projected to become an immediate WR1 at the professional level. In a world where Kelsey's retirement looms and the receiving core remains unsettled, acquiring Neighbors would instantly supercharge the Chiefs' offense. Such a trade would come at a steep price, likely this year's first rounder, a second, and possibly more. But if there's one front office willing to bet on greatness, it's Kansas City. With Mahomes in his prime, the window for a dynasty is open right now, and the Chiefs are acting accordingly. A new era in the making. One thing is crystal clear. The Chiefs aren't sitting back and resting on past glory. With the addition of Mooney, the pursuit of Fuaga, and the ambitious interest in Neighbors, Kansas City is sending a loud and clear message to the NFL. They are reloading, retooling, and ready to dominate again. Booty's moves, some official, others brewing, highlight the fearless mindset of a franchise built on innovation, aggression, and a relentless drive to stay on top. But now, it's your turn, Chiefs Kingdom. What's your take on the Darnell Mooney trade? Would you support a big move up for Fuaga? And should the Chiefs go all in for Malik Neighbors, even at the cost of multiple high picks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to join our amazing community of passionate fans. Let's ride this next championship wave together. Now, I don't know if you followed the Chiefs closely last season, but I have a confession to make. I was genuinely astonished at how masterfully they concealed their flaws throughout that incredible 15-2 campaign. It felt like magic. Smoke and mirrors at its finest. You know that old saying, winning masks all sins? Well, apparently, Patrick Mahomes completely disagrees, because what I'm about to reveal could spark a full-blown revolution in the Chiefs' offense, and almost nobody is talking about it yet. While the world was busy celebrating another Lombardi, Mahomes was quietly orchestrating a master plan behind the scenes. Ew! And today I've got exclusive intel from the pre-draft press conference that will absolutely shock you when I reveal it later. Let's be honest, the Chiefs won, but they didn't dominate with the same overwhelming force we've seen before. If you watched as closely as I did, you noticed that many victories were narrow escapes, settled in the dying seconds and by razor-thin margins. Every week it felt like this has to be the game they slip up, but somehow they kept pulling off miracles. As I often tell my buddies at the bar, victory is like expensive cologne. It masks the stench of deeper problems. But Mahomes knows, the coaching staff knows, and soon you will know too. That team had serious vulnerabilities that needed urgent fixing. But before I unveil the behind-the-scenes bombshell that could transform the Chiefs' offense, let me pose a chilling question. What if Patrick had connected on all those deep balls he missed last season? Just imagine it for a second. It's terrifying. Guys, see you next video.